Believing heads to Royal Ascot for the King Charles III Stakes. Couldn't be in much better order, and huge result out in Dubai to get her a Group 1 winner, and yeah, very pleased with how she's been training. Ryan Moore set to ride, obviously Coolmore own filly, and that's his retainer, so he's got a great affinity with her. Rode her a number of times last year, nearly won the Nunthorpe, nearly won the Flying Five, and yeah, Ryan gets back on board. She's been a very different filly this year. From almost the turn of the year, she had a good break after Del Mar, and look, I think the switch to the new stable has been a huge help for her. She seems very happy. She doesn't seem to have shown any different signs. Her work's been very strong. The data that she collects with every piece of work has been progressive, and she looks bang on track.
Away they go. Blindfold snapped, and Believing was one of the first into stride with
Dubai was great. It wasn't unexpected. Just her general demeanour and her work had been top class. You know, she's a filly who's always threatened to win a Group 1, and I slightly blame myself. I kept running her over 5, and you know, she had bad draws, and you just need everything to go your way at the minimum trip when you don't get a good draw. And the flat 6 at Meydan suited her down to the ground, and she got a brilliant ride from William, and just showed that customary sort of attitude to hit the line so strong.
Believing right over the top here. Believing goes on to win. Believing for William Buick, half a length on the line. What a thrilling Alquoz sprint.
She's got an entry in the July Cup. She can race on. She possibly could have won the Nunthorpe last year with a better draw. So she's got a little bit of time left. I've never been so relaxed training her. She's so chilled nowadays, and that sort of kink in her seems to have disappeared, and I hope we'll be nice and relaxed on the Tuesday Royal Ascot.
3 million guineas last call. So this time all done. 3 million guineas, all done and sold at 3 million. MV, thank you very much. 3 million buys. Very, very best of luck with her, and thank you.
A huge part of our business is to find fillies to run in black type races. It's not as easy as just doing that, but you know, huge credit to great Jake Warren and his team sourcing numerous stakes fillies for us. But yeah, she was a good 2-year-old, but she was difficult. You know, early doors in her career, I think she went over in the gates at Royal Ascot when we quite fancied her for the Albany, and multiple black type placed at 2, and then she really took off at 3, and Highclere often give the option to extend into their 4-year-old career if they're good enough. And I must admit there was a little bit of me that, although she was a star for us last year, if we hadn't won that Group 1 in Dubai, I would have always felt that we'd slightly sort of the one that got away. And it's amazing. I think you know, the build up into those sort of mares sales it's like the sort of almost end of season party almost for the owners. I think there were 40, 50 shareholders and their wives, girlfriends, husbands, family, whoever it may be. They were there, and Tattersalls put on a real show. It's that evening sector session, and to sell for 3 million guineas, having been bought for 115,000 guineas as a breeze up, was almost the pinnacle of what we try and achieve. So obviously it is everything to have the Group 1 winners on the track, but to be able to produce horses for that sale is what we start the year trying to achieve.